Well guys, it's a new day. HP Logic. I'm here. Hopefully a dyno day. I got my new clean injection brand. Clean injection. Got the little harness and I guess you can call it a bracket for the solenoid for the pressure sensor. Let's let the car cool down a little bit, and then we got to re-gap the spark plugs because it's breaking up, and hopefully we can get it to where it doesn't break up and it'll be good to go. So let's install this shit. So to install this, pretty self-explanatory. You have the bracket here, which replaces the sensor. Take out the two 10mm bolts to get to this one. If you have your fuel pressure regulator here, you just got to take off this one 10mm and move it to the side. Be able to get that, pop off this plug, pull it out, and then you're going to plug this plug into this. This is going to go where that sensor was. And then the solenoid, which I have in the back of my car, is going to screw into the side of this. All right, OEM one's out. A little grease on the O-ring. You got this one. You can go ahead and just dump it in right here. Boom, fits perfect. And you put the bolts in. And that's step one. All right. Hooked up here, pretty sturdy. I like it. Plugs there, hooked up. I don't know where that locking, I guess I don't even know what you would call it. The little fucking metal fork that goes in there, locking bracket. I don't know where that went. When I built the motor, I fucking lost it, so it's not gonna pop out anyway. All right, just like that, y'all. Sensor is installed. We installed this obviously because the map sensor is maxed out. Put this one on, and then now we have the new boost gauge. It's going to read over, which I think this goes to 75 psi. We're going to go ahead and install that, but I got to take my whole thing out. I'm kind of pissed. I thought I could just swap the gauge, but I got to change the whole harness. But the solenoid's good. The solenoid reads 75, so we're good there. That much closer, boys. All right, now moving on to the boost gauge. I have the Ortiz cluster. To take this thing off, it's actually pretty easy. Pop this down. You take off the little trim piece there. You go on the other side. You pull that thing down. There's a 10mm. And you pull this whole thing off. Take that off. Pull this out. And then this just comes right out. It's not even, I don't even think I have the bolt in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this shit off and then start hooking up the new truboost. This thing's nice and skinny. This thing reads 80 psi. And yeah, and out with the old, in with the new. So I'll be selling this truboost, and it'll be up for sale. All right, wires are all situated. Got the new boost gauge in. Yeah, when I'm running the car hard, the coolant comes out of that reservoir drain. Blow by. It's pressure. It's a new gauge. All nice and neat. I'm just waiting for Jack. He's probably eating a sandwich, or he probably went home without telling anyone. And then dyno. Well, tune, then dyno. And then dyno tune. So Jack tuned it. Everything's good. Boost controller works. We ended up not running the sensor for the map because I guess the Teframod doesn't have the adjustment for that. It's mainly used for different ECUs, Motec or Cyvex. So we took it off, using the regular map. Spark plugs, it was breaking up, so we have to torque them down, to gap them to 14. So hopefully that would fix the breaking up. Also, we added our makeshift reservoir for the pressure, well, for the, when this thing pressurizes, it pushes down and relieves, and then the coolant goes. If it fills up this bottle when I get on it, that means we have a problem. It means it's coming from the head. Which means I have to retorque the head, which means I have to take off this fucking side of the motor, pull that cover off, take the cams out, retorque it down, and put everything back in. Not too happy about that. But I didn't see that much coolant. It was just sprayed on the top, so it's probably, you know, if it's like a quarter of a cup, it's not gonna matter. If it's the fucking full thing, that's a problem. So we don't want to be that that guy that ignores it and blows the car up. Injectors, and then you're gonna go put them back in. I'm gonna go for a rip, check the coolant, make sure it doesn't fill up. Also make sure that the car doesn't break up from the injectors. If it does break up, then we have to get new injectors, and hopefully, oh yeah, spark plugs. Why am I saying injectors? Spark plugs. It's just been a long day. We had to reinstall that we had to put a new boost gauge in, a boost controller. It was late, and then Jack was gonna dyno it, but then a customer came in and had some stuff to do, and then we had to do this, so we weren't able to put on the dyno, and Jack had to leave. There's a lot of shit going on. So hopefully the spark plugs hold up. If they don't, then we're gonna have to get new spark plugs and re-gap those. If those don't work, then on to the next problem. But I called Tico. Tico had the same issue, and he just gapped them to 14. So, but car rips. We're running 33 pounds now. So we're gonna turn up the boost. Once we, well, actually, we're gonna have to change the wastegate spring, or we're gonna cap off the bottom, no, the top port, so it runs max. I don't know, Jack was saying something, because it's a pain in the dick to change those wastegate springs. So hopefully we don't have to do it, but whatever. So let's put these spark plugs in and wish me luck. Right, Tico? So we just went from a rip, no breakup, everything was great. We come back, it's full. So we're gonna put the OEM cap back on. We're gonna get rid of the HKS one. We're gonna go for another rip. If it does this again, I gotta tighten the head. So me and Leo went ahead and we took the valve cover off, and then we checked the majority of the head studs, and they're torqued in 90 foot-pounds, 91, 93 in that range. So those are good. I mean, the head gasket's a Tomei, it's custom made, so I mean, I don't see why I'll have a bad head gasket. And the head was resurfaced by TEC, and they're really good. They fucking rarely mess up, so I can't see that being an issue. So we were going through it, and I realized I haven't changed my thermostat, and the motor's been pulled out 3 times, and maybe the thermostat is not working right, which is causing too much pressure and staying open and causing it to bubble and overflow. Or we actually noticed that my radiator cap is kind of loose, like the spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a new thermostat, or drill a hole in the thermostat to relieve water pressure, so it can go the other way, and get a new cap, and hopefully that resolves the issue. Because first and second gear pull, no coolant spills out. Third gear, overflow tank is full. So hopefully it's not my head. I'm gonna be so pissed if it is. It's not. this came out of nowhere. This has never filled it up like this before. So I'm assuming it has to be one of those little things. I really hope it's one of those little things. So no dyno today, fortunately. I'll be here tomorrow, and we're gonna conquer this issue. Even if it's not the thermostat or the cap, I need new ones anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some. But hopefully that resolves the issue, and if it does, then we're going on the dyno. Speaking of dyno, we got the plugs and there's no breakups, so that's cool too. So we resolved some things. So stay tuned.
Do you want me to get your face or what?
You just do the whole thing. Just don't get your finger in the fucking thing.
Let me know when to start.
This is 32 pounds.
Start now?
It's already starting.
What do you mean?
Look, it's already recording, right?
I don't know.
The top. See the red?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So off, shut it off, and let's start. Oh my god, what's stuck? Shut it off and start it again.
No, just keep it going. Just don't hold it with that finger. Your finger will go there. Fucking hit that fucking.
So 50,000 pounds right now?
No. We're at 32 pounds. Testing our coolant cap. Let's test it. Let's look at it. It's the moment of truth. This is so stupid.
Bro, I couldn't even hold it. You can see I'm moving like that.
Oh god, motherfucker, dude! Like, what the fuck is this?
Milky.
It's still hard